Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, that was like 14 minutes 52 seconds. You know, if I like recorded more than 15 minutes, that's like I cannot upload the video to the YouTube. If you know how to do it, please let me know. Cause like whenever I try to upload more than 15 minutes, then it's like, oh, cause your video is too long, you cannot upload it. So I don't know why. So anyway, guys, I want to calculate this, right? So if you're using just regular calculator, not TI-84, I'm using TI-84, but if you're using just regular calculator, then you can do this. -1 times parentheses 1 minus parentheses -5 close and power of 9 close, right? And divided by another parentheses 1 minus -5. If you know that's 6, you can just put 6. But if you don't want to calculate it, then you can type this like this, right? And press enter. Then that is my answer. -3255521. So when you add all the term from initial to the 9th term, then you get that one. And also, because I already opened my TI-84, so I just want to let you know how to use the fraction, right? So we do this. -1, which is my A1, right? Which is my A1, and times, and you can just type the fraction. Just in case, let's put the parentheses, doesn't matter actually. So alpha window, it's 1n over d, right? So just press enter. Then you get this fraction section. So you can just type the number. So I have 1 minus -5 to the 9th power, right? Oh, actually you don't need this. And on the bottom you have 1 minus -5, like that. You see it? So you can type it. This is the like good form. But if you don't want to use fraction form, then you can use this. Or if you have regular calculator, not TI-84, use this. But don't forget your parentheses. Okay, don't forget your parentheses. Okay, see it? You get the same answer. Alright. So we did number 1. And let's see, number 2. Then look, what do you want to get, guys? You want to get S10, right? You want to get S10, and there's no other information, but they just gave you this formula. What is this, explicit form or recursive form? That is explicit form, right? Because you have A1 times r to the n minus 1. That is our explicit formula for the geometric sequence, right? So from this formula we will see, oh, my A1 is 4 and my r's -3. So we get this. A1 is 4, r is -3. So whenever you get this, we can just apply this one to the formula, right? So some formula, that is Sn equals A1 1 minus r to the n 1 minus r, right? So this is my sum formula, and you just plug in the number, and my n is 10. You know, your n is 10. Do you see this number here? So let's plug it in. So S10 equals my A1, which is 4, 1 minus -3 to the n 1 minus r. I mean, not r. 1 minus -3, right? So I'm gonna use my calculator again. So this time I'm gonna do the first way, this one. Oops, this one, the top one. So 4 times parentheses 1 minus -3 to the, oh, we didn't put 10, guys. This is 10. Here's 10 because our term number is 10 to the 10 power, and close divided by open 1 minus negative 3, like this. Alright, then you get negative 59048. That's the answer. And also I'm gonna use the fraction too. So 4 times fraction 1 minus negative 3 to the 10 power, and you know 1 minus negative 3, that's 4, so you can just put 4, make it simple, then you get the same answer, right? Okay, so today's lesson we are applying formula to the question. So just like what you're just using the formula, plug in the value. So all you need to do is you need to find A1, R, and term number N. Okay, and then you just put it in to the formula. That's it. So number 3, look, this one explains something. So it says a geometric sequence has a common ratio of 5. So my R's 5. If you know the first term is 2, so my A1 is 2. What is a tens term? What is this? Is, look, it's not the sum. What is tens term? So we need to find A10. We don't know it, we need to get it. And find S10. So A10 and S10, we need to find 2 of them, right? So first, to get A10, we need to use AN, right? So explicit formula, which is A1 times R to the N minus 1, right? So we have this, and then A10, then what? A1, 2 times 5 to the 10 minus 1. So same, you can just put it on the calculator, then you will get the answer 2 times 5 to the 10 minus 1. So 2 times 5 to the 9th power, 3906250. So this is 3, A10 is 3906250. So this is A10, and let's get S10. So S10 is S10, that is A, right, times, probably some of you already memorized the formula, probably 1 minus 5 to the 5 to the 10 over 1 minus 5, like this. So my calculator, where did it go? 2 times 1 minus 5 to the 10 divided by 1 minus 5, like this, right? Just check before you press enter. 2 times 1 minus 5 to the 10 power 1 minus 5. Then you get S10 is 4882812. Okay, that's it, guys. So I'm gonna quickly go over today's lesson. So far before this lesson we did sequence and type of sequence and geometric sequence and explicit formula, recursive formula, how to find the nth term, right? And after that we did the word problem last class, right? So that's the thing we did so far. And today we learned about series, and series means the sum of the first n terms of the sequence, like this, right? So I gave you 2 examples, S3 and S10, and I gave you the formula. That is only for what? Geometric sequence, only for geometric series. So because we will add it up, so geometric series only. So this one told you will memorize it because you will keep using that, but on the test you will have this for the reference paper. On the reference paper you will get this one. So it's not mandatory, but I highly recommend memorize this formula. All right, so once you get this formula, all you need to do is find A1, R, and N. N is like term number. So whenever you know these three things, you can just plug it in to the formula and calculate it with a calculator. Alright? And told you parenthesis is super important. And look, from like I just gave you three different type. So first, sequence. I just give you the sequence. Then from the sequence you can get your A and R, right? And also the question will ask you, I want you to find S9. That you're just N is what? Your N is 9, right? Your N will be 9. So you can just use a formula and you will get the answer. And for number 2, I gave you a geometric sequence in explicit form, right? In this explicit formula, you will get, oh, this is my A1, this is my R. You will get it. And my N is 10. So you just plug it in to the formula. Then you will get the answer, right? And number 3, this is like, I gave you the word, right? Information as a word. So common ratio is 5. First term is 2. What is S10, right? This is kind of bonus. A10 was the bonus, right? But R, A1, and your N. If you know this 3, you just plug it in, you can get the answer. Alright? And that was kind of review. How do you get your A10? That was review. Okay? And this is like today's lesson, S10. So please go over this. And guys, you know, the concept's getting harder. So if you don't watch the video carefully, or not watching the video entire means at the beginning to the end. And if I upload 2 videos, then you need to watch 2 videos, like both of them. Alright? So if you don't do that and you just try to solve the problem, you're not able to do it. Okay? So please watch the video and practice yourself. And on the other day, I'm gonna give you 2-day problems or homework, then you do that one too. Alright? Alright guys, that's it for today. And if you have any question, please let me know. I will do my best. And you do your best. And today's lesson quiz, I have one older brother and I'm the youngest one in my family. So I will put some question about this, so please answer the question correctly. And you know, if you pick wrong answers, I'm not gonna give you classwork credit. You should get the right answer. Alright? Okay guys, you have a great day and see you on Thursday. Bye bye.